There we go.
Yo, I'm Sir Esters,
I'm Black Pino J.
I'm B Scribs.
and we're the unintelligent graduates and classes in session. So let's talk about how everybody's week been. How's your week been, Script?
Hey man, my week's been good, man. You know, I got the wing thighs today for the first time. It's pretty good. Not as good as the long Halloween though, but it was pretty good.
Hey, now them
But
wing thighs is good. I'll
they
say that.
are, dude. I'm telling you, man. Them boneless wing thigh bites, dude. Hey, you get a good grip for them for $8 with a large fry with them in a Coke, bro. It's what happened, bro? I can't hear you, bro.
You're on mute, man.
I muted my damn self.
Oh,
That's how confused I was.
He
What the
was
fuck
huh?
just
is a wing
talking
thigh?
to.
Huh?
What
Wing
the fuck is
thigh.
a wing thigh?
It's wing stop, but it's the thighs now.
Yeah,
Thigh
basically,
stop.
The
you
thigh
know,
stop,
wings.
thought stop.
You
There
know,
we go.
wings was going. There was a shortage on wings,
Yeah. We
and
covered that. We covered that
and they
before.
started. Yeah, they started doing thighs.
And now they got too many thighs. They're like you make the stallion. Now they're trying to get rid of them for cheap. You know what
Oh,
I'm
for
saying?
real?
They got too many thighs. They're
Too
like,
many
damn, what are
thighs.
we supposed to do with all these thighs?
But thighs
No,
is
because when
like,
you said wing thighs, I was like, the fuck is a wing? It's like that sounds like some new food or some shit.
Yeah.
yeah, they're good
Okay,
though, man. But
I've had it
thighs
before.
is like the cheapest part of the chicken, but
Hmm.
supposed to be like the juiciest or
It's the best
fattest or
part.
something like that.
But
It's the best part of it.
they take all the good like the white meat and some of the dark meat is all they get it boneless somehow and bread it and drop it. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping
So
they
they
had a
make
hot.
tenders out of them.
Yeah, I was hoping they had
Okay.
like a Nashville hot chicken flavor. But y'all like your hot chicken to be thin breaded or thick breaded?
Thin.
Thick.
I don't like the
See,
way he
Thick.
said
I
thick.
I'm like I'm
I
like
don't like the way he
Esther's. I
said
like
thick.
it
He said
thick.
thick.
You know what I'm saying? I
Thick.
like it to where my heart says stop,
Thick.
stop eating all this grease, bread.
That's what I'm
Stop.
saying. That's all I like. That's all I like with all the breading and shit because it soaks up all the grease. Now the good part about it is that it can soak up all the flavor and shit, which is a
Yeah.
good thing. But at the same time, you getting all that fucking grease and shit.
That's what makes the bread good.
And what is it that new
For
that
real.
chicken?
That's what keeps the bread
You're not
good.
lying. You're not lying though. You're not lying
That's
though.
true.
You be like,
That
damn,
that
dude.
chicken chips got that Hattie B's now flavoring for it too.
Chicken
Them
chips.
chicken chips that
Yeah, but
you
make
ain't
it
seen
up
those?
food, man. What the fuck is chicken chips?
I haven't had the Hattie B's kind
Is that
of the
what is
chicken
that?
chips. I
Chicken
had
skin? That
like the
just fried
salt
chicken
and
skin?
vinegar. I
Yeah,
had the salt and
Okay.
vinegar of them chicken chips.
Y'all been making up food and
they
shit.
got a Hattie B's now.
You ever
Cause
had that chicken ice cream? Like I don't believe none of y'all.
Nashville hot chicken ice cream
But that
that'd be
long
nasty.
Halloween though.
That long Halloween, bro. I'll tell you, that shit was good, bro. I've watched it again. I was watching The Mandalorian. But anyway, I mean, my weekend's pretty good, man. How's y'all week been?
Man, it was dope starting out because Halo Infinite dropped. Dope ass campaign so far, bro. It feels like Halo again. Like the last Halo I played was Halo Guardians. Story was trash. I didn't like it at all. But now with the way it feels like Halo 1 almost, where you can kind of go wherever you want to go.
So wait, I gotta ask: is Master Chief actually dead then, or what?
No, he's alive. He's alive.
Oh,
Okay.
But dude, it's just it's open world, bro. But if whatever mountain that you see, you can go to. So it feels like if you put Master Chief in Breath of the Wild or Skyrim or some shit, bro, it's dope as fuck.
It's Master Chief in the new Matrix.
It's dope. And the grapple shot, it's like the little grappling hook feature they got on there. It makes it more fun to play, man. I'm digging this shit. The Game Awards also dropped what Friday and Thursday. Thursday or Friday, I forgot which, but that was pretty good. Finally getting to see people actually in one spot for an award show, and one of our stories is tied to it. That was good, but then all that shit could have went sideways because last night we had a goddamn tornado watch,
Mm-hmm.
and my ass was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning, man.
I was sleeping.
I bet, bro, this shit like because I heard the thunder and I saw the lightning like through my window, like in the background and shit, and I'm watching Hulu upstairs and shit, and then all of a sudden it
That
sounded like
long
a fucking
Halloween though.
train. It sounded like a train was like next to my house,
Mhm.
and then I heard like the hail come down, Then my fucking phone's going off. My wife's phone's going off, talking about like a national weather alert and shit. And then I'm like, oh shit, shit's about to get real. I look out the windows. I can't see out my windows. That's how much rain was coming through. I couldn't see shit. So I went to my backyard and I wanted to see how does it look. And man, all my neighbors behind me, like their fences got ripped up, and they just had those fences installed and shit.
Bro.
And the first thing I'm thinking about is, but what about my fence? Cause I just paid the contractor to put that fence in because I don't want that money. Like say my fence.
That's just one of them guys that go to sleep through a tornado and wake up next to a cow. Like in a farm. You wake up next in his bed and like what the hell happened last night?
Well,
Damn it, not again.
Going to tornado for me.
It's that long Halloween.
I was sleep upstairs. My girl was like, "Hey, come on, there's a tornado warning. You need to come downstairs." So I turned it on. First thing that came to my mind was turn on television. And that was like there was no red towards this area. It was green, but I didn't see no red. I'm like, I'm good. So I went downstairs.
You said I just saw no red. I said we good.
I didn't. I didn't see no red.
We don't live in Kentucky. We straight, cuz.
Yeah.
Hey, so I went downstairs. There in the tub. Me, man, I want to sleep on the couch, dog.
Prayers though for the people in Kentucky, man. There's been 75 plus people
prayers
dead
for whoever
already.
passed away or lost their house or anything during this storm.
My wife showed me
in Illinois with the Amazon collapse so far. They found
what?
Like the weather everywhere has been crazy. Like it knocked our power out even down here.
Yeah, my wife said like Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee got hit with tornadoes. She said Kentucky got hit the worst. She showed me like a neighborhood in Kentucky, man.
It was right there, like, man.
There's no houses over there. It's just foundation and shit, bro. That was the crazy part.
It's that area where Tennessee and Kentucky meet, where like half of the city is like in Tennessee, the other half is like in Kentucky.
Like Hopkinsville or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
That area, dude. It was bad, man.
That shit crazy, bro. I'm thank God, man, it could have been worse for us, man. Especially since we just moved in and all that shit with it. For me, like, I guess me being a homeowner now, I was like, man, shit about to get real, motherfucker. Get this goddamn shit.
Bless you.
Bless
you. But then when, like, in the morning, like, I saw the news, like, the life loss. I said, just thank God, man, because it could have been worse, man. What about you, sir? How's your week been, bro?
Man, my week been good. As I say again, man, I didn't see no red on the news towards my area. So I didn't see no red, so like it was popping up on my phone. But the main part she said was like Hermitage and the Lebanon area. Them was the most cautious areas to be in. So I didn't see no red, so I was like, all right, I'm good. But I finally watched them Mortal Kombat animation movies.
Yeah.
And
you like it?
Yeah, both of them was good. They was good as hell. It didn't go off. You thought it was gonna be the same as a video game, but it went from a different perspective from the video game.
Hey man, you gotta watch that Long Halloween though.
Shut up,
now the scorpion part on it was kind of similar.
Yeah.
But like the Battle of the Realms and all that, I never heard of that part.
That's the newest one, right? That's the newest one that came
Battle of the Realms, where they had the one being. I thought it was gonna be the Dragon King. That's what I thought the one being was supposed to be, but I guess not. But that's what. And I watched the Forever Purge. I watched that. You know, same old Purge movie.
I'm not gonna watch.
It's the same old Purge movie, except every day is a Purge now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not watching that shit. Hey, it's the Forever Purge. I saw the damn trailer. I was like, yeah, this sounds whack.
That gotta be a tough time to be a woman in that era, bro. It's like
They had a lady getting trapped in the cage. I'm like, dude, what are they doing over there?
Yeah,
they ran out of ideas.
Yeah, the Forever Purge was a typical Purge movie. I don't know how they having the money to make more of them.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like the first Purge, I can see maybe 2 Purge movies, max, because it's the same fucking story. And then like it was like the last one they did. They had the dude that played Crossbones. and not
Mhm.
the recent one, but the one before the Forever Purge. It
Yeah,
was like the one with the dude that played
it was like the
Crossbones.
third one.
Yeah, and I watched. I was like, that would have been a good ending because the whole setting to the Purge is that there's no crime and all that shit because they allow all crime to be committed on this one day a
Mhm.
year, and it's really to benefit like rich people and all kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended with all the rich people, most of the rich people getting killed and all that shit. Like, all right, leave it at that. Then you're talking about the Forever Purge. I'm like, bye. I'm not watching this shit no more.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, the
For real.
first three was interesting because the first one, present day, and I think the second one was like a prequel, and
Mm-hmm.
the third one was like what you were saying had to do that played Crossbones, and they ended it. But this one, it just goes to where the people didn't care no more, dude. They did their own little purge days and
It's a
all that.
Forever Purge.
Yeah, it was forever purge where they did it when they wanted to and all that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Can't be
I had
living
to
your
use
life
up.
like you're Aaron Hernandez, cuz.
It's just there and ended.
Can't be living your life like you Aaron Hernandez, cuz.
It's I don't know. It's I they can lose me with those. I want to see something
Mm-hmm.
more interesting than that. I mean,
Hey,
the
you
first
know what
purge
you need to
honestly
see
was the
then
best
is a
one.
long Halloween. That's what you
Shut
need to see.
up.
Motherfucker.
Hey, I'm ready to get on these topics
Part
over,
ones
man.
and twos.
Put you in a visual timeout. Yeah, let's go ahead, bro. Get started.
Let's talk about these trailers. Let's get on to the Spider-Man, well, the Spider-Verse, across the Spider-Verse trailer. Well, it has Miles Morales. He meeting up with Gwen again, and everything
She
gets
got highlights.
intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just talk about what we saw from this trailer. Who wants to start off?
Go ahead, Squares.
I mean, what I saw was everything that looked like everything that was awesome with the first one. They put it in the second one with even some different kind of animations and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like he even goes into the Spider-Man 2095 or whatever the hell, 2049,
2099.
2099.
2099 realm to
Yeah.
where all of a sudden he fighting him like in midair. I was like, damn, cuz, it's crazy, cuz.
I mean, like I was hyped when at the end the end credit scenes in the first movie, like the teasing, like yeah, Spider-Man 2099 is about to come in into the
With the
fray.
finger pointing.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was pretty cool, but actually seeing him in action and he's fighting Miles to me, like, and those are my two favorite Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 2099 and then Miles Morales. Those are my favorite Spider-Man. Seeing them two fighting each other was fucking mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hyped. I don't know what the hell. I don't know if they're about to go do the Moreland story where there's an entity. It's like a dude, and he eats like he kills and eats the essences of Spider-Man. And then that was the whole thing about the Spider-Verse comic event that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
There was a dude who was going throughout the universes. He was killing different Spider-Men and then eating their essence and shit to get power and stuff. So I don't know if this is tied to it, but I don't know how do you top the first movie because even with the Kingpin being like the villain in that whole deal, that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that first Spider-Verse movie was dope as hell, dog.
Dope, bro.
Like I thought it was just a kid animation movie. No. Like that just changed the game. And then the second when I saw the trailer, I'm like, man, this is good as hell. You really didn't know who the villain was. That makes it even more better. You
Mm-hmm.
think the villain could be Spider-Man 2099 while they're fighting each other. When Stacy pops up out of nowhere. Oh man, where is Porky, dog?
Peter
They
Hey
Porker.
didn't even
man,
show
hey
Porky, did it?
Porky's in rehab, all right? That's
What?
what. I think John Mulaney was in rehab during that movie, bro. I don't know.
Oh, was he?
Remember?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. I know he went in rehab after that, didn't wasn't he?
I don't know.
Like shortly after filming that, he went to rehab.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. So I'm pretty sure Peter Porker might not appear in this um in this part of the Spider Verse or across the Spider Verse, whatever the title is. But that animation style that they were doing was pretty dope, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that experimental, like new styles and shit. It kind of reminded me of like watching like the Animatrix or like Star Wars Visions, how they use different art styles. I kind of hope that if they incorporate that in this movie in both parts or however many parts they're using.
Well, on the first one they hit numbers, and I'm surely gonna guess they're
Oh,
gonna do numbers
it's gonna
again
hit
off the
again,
second
man.
one, and probably hit higher numbers.
Yeah.
So, y'all ready to get on to our next trailer?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get on to the next trailer that showed out this week, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which you
Yeah.
already know it shows Sonic. It also showed on the ending of the first one, it showed Tails. It shows some video game stuff that they had, which is just the airplane. And then it had Knuckles. Who's being played by Idris Elba.
Hey, the
And
nickname of
it
my high
also
school
showed
girlfriend.
Eggman. It's hey.
Hey, and he was the way that they, because at first I thought they were going to do the whole
it wasn't even a
like reveal Knuckles, like he just kind of comes out of the shadows or some kind of shit. He fucking stops Sonic while he's doing his spin move, and he palmed that motherfucker like he was a fucking like a basketball, bro.
He's just sitting there
I was
spinning.
like, dude, I can't wait, bro.
Man, he just Kylo Ren his ass, cuz like.
And so the crazy thing about it, on the Sega Knuckles was like the coolest thing ever. He looked cool. But if you see Knuckles now, they made him all big, bulky.
That's that Sonic Boom. That's that Sonic Boom cartoon. Like my nephews watched that, and he's wrapped up in mummy paper and shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on with his hands and shit. Like he's wrapped up in mummy paper. Sonic's wrapped up in mummy paper and shit, and it looks stupid. And he does look like a dude off a final fight and shit.
He got prison body. And
like you see that motherfucker in Metro City or some shit.
Like, is that Knuckles or Machamp? Cuz I don't know what the hell's going on here. What fucking shit is this?
Yeah, this is the Knuckles that we all wanted, like the Sega Knuckles, man. Don't be bringing no big.
Hey, they didn't fuck up his eyes either.
No, they did not. They learned their lesson from the first trailer.
Yeah.
Another thing that was dope. They're talking about Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's outfit for this one is out of control. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Big. I don't know. It's gonna be fun to see them explain how he got back to the other universe or whatnot. But dude,
I'm pretty sure it's a ring or some kind of shit.
That probably the Chaos Emerald or whatnot.
But like the minions and shit, like the little wasp robot is in there. There's no generic looking robots. They actually look like kind of like they don't have the same colors, but they got the same bodies as the video game. So it's like it's Sonic 2, but then they're jumping right into Sonic 3 at the same time because Sonic 3 is when Knuckles got introduced, right?
Yeah. Sonic 1 was just plain Sonic. Sonic 2 introduced Tails. Sonic 3 introduced Knuckles.
Now they're introducing both of them in the same movie.
And this is all going to be streaming live on your Sega 32X, y'all. So get ready for that shit.
Man, I can't wait, Doug. I'm too excited, man.
Because
this was like I rated this as one of the best like video game movies ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The trailer looks like it for sure. Like it looks like it could be like the greatest video game movie ever.
Video game movies were getting a bad rap like since Mario, the Mario Brothers movie. It's been getting a bad rap since then, and Detective Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog kind of just turned that shit around. You know what I mean?
So, But I know I'll be in theaters to watch this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we watched the first one. And that's what turned my son into a Sonic fan. But let's get on to our next topic. I never watched this show. I know y'all have, but the Marvel Daredevil, it's official. Charlie Cox will remain the MCU's Daredevil. And Kevin Feige has confirmed it. He just haven't stated when he'll return to play it. But if Daredevil's in the MCU, you got your boy Charlie Cox playing Daredevil. And
I have a feeling he's going to be in the Spider-Man movie. That's why they're saying it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going to be, because he's going to play in the comics. When Spider-Man needed a lawyer, Daredevil was his lawyer. So I'm sure we're going to see him play his role as Matt Murdock in No Way Home. And then they're going to go off and maybe do a series or maybe even let him get his own solo movie for once. But another thing that I think this is really, I mean, we know what's happening now because it got confirmed. But before they got confirmed, in the Hawkeye series, they teased the Kingpin might be the bad guy behind the scenes in that TV show too. So that's the theory that's going on there too. So I'm hoping that if Charlie Cox gets rehired or recast or rehired for the role, I hope that they reuse Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin.
So y'all didn't like Ben Affleck as Daredevil?
Bro.
Who?
Bro.
Next topic.
Michael Clark Duncan as a Kingpin.
I don't want to.
Kind of dope.
We are not talking about the.
Hold on,
you didn't
y'all didn't like
Ben
Ben Affleck playing Daredevil. Y'all didn't like Colin Farrell playing Bullseye.
No, I don't like watching the fucking S&M fucking Daredevil movie that they had going on.
It was hard for me to see Kingpin, some big muscular guy, after I just seen like the Green Mile like a week before that. He was like,
Hey,
killed
man,
my mom. Had a mouse boat.
Hey, I thought y'all was telling me y'all wanted Ben Affleck, man. What y'all playing, dog?
Nah, bro. You the one that said you had that.
I wanted Ben Affleck to stay Batman, but I mean, I'm pretty hyped for the.
Yeah, I prefer him to be Batman. But besides the point, you were the one telling us on the thread that you already bought you a red leather daddy suit and all that shit because that's what you want to be for Halloween.
Leather daddy? What is a leather daddy?
Dog. Hold on. Hey, he said leather daddy. Dude, I got the mouth cut out, dog.
With the zipper on the mouth. Put some horns on that shit.
Getting the gimp. Pulp Fiction style. Big Raves. What the fuck? Get the gimp.
The only good thing about that movie was Michael Clark Duncan playing Kingpin.
Hey,
that was the only good part about that movie.
You can stick to playing Batman. I love you playing Batman, but
I love him playing Batman.
Hey, Daredevil one for you, dog.
Yeah.
I don't even think he would play Daredevil again, even if they wanted him to, dog.
The universe don't want that to
happen. Hey, let's go on to our next topic, man. Y'all talking about the Gaming Awards and all that. They just confirmed Dune is gonna have an open world survival game in development. And I already know it's like one of the best movies of this year that came out on HBO Max. And it showed you, to me, it reminded me of kind of like similar to Star Wars. But
what's that?
Huh?
I mean, Dune, like Star Wars and all that, I want to say they all got some inspiration from Dune. Like the original, like from the books and shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. A lot of these sci-fi like movies that came out back then,
Game of Thrones, even.
Yeah, they all have the influences from Dune and shit. But a Dune open world game. I saw the trailer and I couldn't tell what was going on because it looked like it was going to be a real time strategy, like kind of like you're in the guy's point of view. You're just looking at the people on the ground doing their shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't really show any actual gameplay. They just showed like from a top view and. They're telling the story about what's going on this planet, and then you see like sandworms and shit, and then it's like it ends with a hand made out of sand and shit, and then it says Dune. So that was all I saw. I mean, you bring up Star Wars in the Game Awards, they actually brought up a cinematic game trailer for a new Star Wars game called Star Wars Eclipse, and that shit looks dope as fuck.
Okay,
but I'll get some more info and I'll pass it to y'all later. But that Dune, it looked cool. I don't know what kind of game it's gonna be though. Where'd he go?
He disappeared on us.
And I'm out.
Let's let's go on to our next topic, man. So basically, you already know Shang-Chi 1 hit numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Shang-Chi 2 has already been confirmed.
Hey.
Yes. It's going to have the same actors. Basically, just no story yet, but it has been confirmed that there's a number 2. And you already know the box office numbers, where it showed an Asian superhero, where it didn't show the typical martial arts movie. It was good as hell, dude.
Yeah, I
I give
love
it a
that movie.
plus, man.
It's one of my favorite movies of the year, bro. And like just hearing that it's going into pre-production is dope as hell. So I hope that they can lean into more of the mystical martial arts side of the MCU. So maybe we can get a reboot on Iron Fist, and maybe they do something with Kun Lung or something.
I think Knuckles and Iron Fist should have their own little spinoff somehow put together and call it the Iron Knuckle.
The Iron Knuckle.
No,
You're in
no,
timeline now.
no.
What?
Bitter.
He came back. He
Imagine
came back talking the weirdest
Jameson
thing.
was on Iron Fist. You know
I mean,
what
it's
I'm
gonna,
saying?
I hope it like I really hope that they lean more into it because I want to know more about that because then like his mom's ancestral village is not in the normal dimension; it's in a different dimension. Which kind of like Kun Lung and Iron Fist, it lies in a different dimension. It kind of it's there, but it's not there, kind of deal. I hope that they lean more into that shit because watching those big ass Chinese food dogs and all that shit, and you got the dragon from the Never Ending Story come out the water and shit. That luck dragon, that shit was dope, bro. I'm digging that. I actually would like to see more like a prequel of his dad. Because remember, like they start off, like they tell the story of him like thousands of years ago. I actually would like to see more of his story and shit.
Was it
So,
man?
Yeah, him having the rings and all that.
like how did he
He
get
was
the
a
ring?
villain though. Like who's gonna really like? He pretty much
I
was
mean,
a villain.
that was the only thing I didn't like about the Mandarin was that they made him his dad. I got over that though. But then the fact that he was a conflicted villain.
But you could, not trying to be mean or nothing, but you could understand his dad's perspective on why he was doing what he was doing.
And that's
he wasn't doing it like he wasn't doing it for bad intentions.
No. And that's the thing, like with Marvel, like, and that's why I like Marvel movies is because they know how to write a villain arc. You know what I'm saying? Like even with let's throw it all the way back to Iron Man
like
2.
Panther.
Like with Iron Man 2 and Mickey Rourke's character, you understood why he was doing what he was doing because Tony Stark's dad screwed his dad over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's trying to get revenge. Or fast forward with the Guardians of the Galaxy, you understand why Ronan the Accuser is doing what he's doing is because he's a zealot and that's a bad example. We'll go Black Panther, like you said, sir. And Killmonger, you understand his like how the way that he is because he was a product of the streets. He was was pretty much left for dead. His uncle killed his dad. You know what I'm saying? So he got a bone to pick with the heroes and shit. So they know how to write the villains. It's just the way that I guess they had such liberties to take with the villain, the original villain. It was something that I wasn't used to. I had to get used to it, and I'm kind of glad that they did because the original villain, he was a stereotype fucking Asian bad guy anyway. So I guess it worked out. And he looked like some motherfucker from Big Trouble Little China and shit back in the day.
Wow.
With the long fucking
basically
nails.
Yeah.
He had like long nails, had a Fu Manchu like mine, but his shit like touched the goddamn ground and shit. It was bad.
Yeah, they would have been going off, dog.
You ever seen the movie Kung Fu Hustle?
Oh yeah, that's my
yeah.
favorite
He
movie.
was like the Grand Wizard dude from that movie. He had the mustache in the comics like that. It was like,
yeah, but it's been
that's
confirmed.
Another classic.
And I'm gonna watch it. I'll put that on my list once it comes out. So let's get on to our next topic. This is posted by NBC News. A massive planet 10 times bigger than Jupiter has been discovered orbiting a pair of giant stars. So, a research article published Wednesday in the science journal Nature said the discovery of the planet named B Centauri, B Centauri B, disproves a widely held belief among astronomers
A what?
Until now,
The long,
astronomers.
the long Halloween. That's what it was.
Until now, no planets have been spotted around a star more than 3 times as massive as the sun, wrote the European Southern Observatory, which photographed the planet from its very large telescope in the Chilean desert. The study's leader, Marcus Janssen, a professor of astronomy at Stockholm University, said it completely changes the picture about massive stars as planet hosts.
Shit's crazy, dog. It's like when we were kids and they talked about space and shit. It was like Jupiter is the largest planet. It can hold like 1,500 Earths or some kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then now you're talking about there's a planet that's 10 times bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? That's like
That's like
150.
unfathomably huge.
That's like
that's like
150,000 Earths can fit in this one planet. And the suns are huge. It's crazy. It sounds like something from a damn sci-fi movie.
so much crazy stuff happened in science this week, bro. Like that, you had them finding some weird cube-shaped thing on the moon. They've had so many different things happen in space.
Aliens are real.
It's true, bro. They found what they call
can't yell that out too loud,
the
man.
cubed house on the moon.
That's how the Men in Black come to your house, bro. You be yelling out in the damn ether. Aliens are real. You keep that shit to yourself.
It's true, bro. I mean, it's crazy.
Hey, we're doing the Naruto run at Area 51.
Let's do it. I'm gonna come in dragging
bro,
my sword.
What the fuck? A cube, hey, he's not bullshit, bro. It's a cube-shaped object on the far side of the moon.
Right. Yeah, they think it's a house. They call it the cubed house or something like that. Like
yeah. They're gonna find fucking Yoda over there.
Yeah.
Yoda's playing space.
You have.
Yeah, no.
It's wild, man. Yeah, science is crazy, dog.
About time, bitches. It's like Grogu's just waiting there smoking a blunt.
So basically, I guess it has been confirmed that Jupiter is not the biggest planet anymore.
No.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in our
galaxy, it is.
Our galaxy, I'm pretty sure there's probably something bigger than that, bro. I remember seeing in the news there was, and this was a few years ago. There was a sun that when they used their telescopes to look at it, their radio telescopes, like the light would flicker. Mm-hmm. The light from that sun would flicker as if something was in its way, and it was big. So they were saying that it could be asteroids, and if somebody came out and said it could be an actual alien structure, like a satellite, like orbiting that sun and shit. It's like, then you had the fucking that fucking long ass cigarette shit that was flying through space and shit.
Which
Anomu, hold on, what the fuck is the name? Hold on,
anomaly.
It was called Onunomu or some kind of shit. It was like a Hawaiian name for stranger and shit.
Bro,
it passed. It was in a trajectory where it stayed in our solar system for a little bit, and then it eventually left.
Did you read the story about how Earth could eventually have Saturn rings of space trash going out? That was this week as well.
With space trash?
I don't know about all that.
I mean, I know we got a whole bunch of space trash
throwing out in space, bro. Like Earth's about to start having Saturn like rings around it of space trash, bro. Like it's crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that, dog.
These boys at NASA. I'm telling you, bro. That's why they get all the money.
Science is.
Let's be real, crazy, man. Bro. If we could all have a job at NASA, we'd do it. If it didn't take 20 years to get a degree, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. So
well, Jay, you were in the Air Force for a minute, right?
No, it's the Army. That thing was called Oumuamua. That's what it was called. Oumuamua.
It was Maui. Maui was coming back from.
Yeah, it looked like a big ass cigar shaped looking thing, like an asteroid or some shit.
I'll tell you what you can do, Scripps.
Huh.
Go ahead and join the Space Force.
Bro, I thought about
it. Yeah, hey, they need you.
I want to be part of the Star Wars Force, bro. Let's do it.
Space Force, respect the name.
Can I be Mando instead of looking like Jabba the Hutt? Like it's like
Bro, I want to see Space Force and everybody come in to basic training dressed up like they and fucking Comic Con and shit.
fucking Jedi's.
You got motherfuckers in a cardboard dressed up like a cardboard star, like a stormtrooper and shit. You got another motherfucker who bought the mask from GameStop and shit, look like Boba Fett. I want to see all that shit.
I mean, people making fun of it, but it could be the future of
They
stuff.
got nobody in space. I don't know why they call it space
Yet.
Force.
Yet.
Bro,
Like he said.
Our technology is not there.
Be
yet,
the
bro.
first, not the last. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what they say about
Yeah,
any
they all
big
gonna be the
business.
last. Cause ain't nobody in goddamn space but the goddamn astronauts and shit. And even if you was there, how are you gonna stop motherfuckers from doing crazy space shit?
I don't know.
Everybody played that whack ass Call of Duty game when they were in space and shit. Nobody liked that shit. It's gonna be the same
Advanced
thing, dude.
Warfare, I think it was.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare. Fuck that game.
That game was stupid.
All right. So let's get on to our next topic, and then we'll shoot our break and get on to our last two.
Shoot our shot.
Right.
So one of Black's favorite shows, Cowboy Bebop.
Anime.
Cowboy Bebop
One of
got
Black's favorite
canceled.
shows.
After less than 3 weeks streaming, and you already know it had over 74 million viewers worldwide. And they said the reason this happens because Netflix renewal rate for scripted series that have 2 or more seasons stands at 60%. And the percent of what Cowboy Bebop was getting was between like 59%, 56%, getting a score on Positive Tomatoes of 46%. So they got the viewers. They didn't get the positive feedback that they wanted to.
I think like a lot of things that like we talked about it before, and I do like how they like a Marvel movie, they took liberties in the story to kind of make it fresh. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not a rehash of the original content. I there was a couple episodes where I wasn't really feeling. I kind of just wandered off in. But the overall show, I actually did like it in the end. Like they actually built up the story for.
Told y'all Netflix was gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, Netflix. That's with anything though, because Netflix they don't really renew a lot of shows. Like for like they're very far few in between where you get multiple seasons.
They can't do no anime though.
It's wild, bro. And when they said it was coming to Netflix, I got hyped, but then I was already cautiously optimistic because I know they're bound to fucking do one season and then end it on a cliffhanger like they did, and then be one and done with it. Kind of like how they did. What was that? The superhero one that they did. It was that Mark Millar's Millar World, the Utopian or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot what the fuck this shit was called, but it was like them old ass superheroes, but they use that badass makeup to make them look old and shit. But they only did one season of that, and that ended on a cliffhanger. You know,
and that wasn't even that bad of a show.
Yeah, I mean, I like it was the.
You thought it was bad, man?
It was bad. Like when they were in the modern times,
Hulu or somebody doesn't pick it up or something.
It was in the modern. No, if it's Netflix, they own the IP like that. Not that they don't own the IP for Cowboy Bebop, but I doubt that they're going to let that go for somebody to make it better. You know what I'm saying? I doubt that's going to happen. But there was stuff that they could have did, and like in Cowboy Bebop. Every time when the Bebop lands in the water, it's always blue water. Like except for the one time they went to like New Tijuana and the water was all dirty and shit. But whenever it landed in water, the fucking water looked fucking gorgeous and shit in the anime. But every time they landed Bebop, it was like they were landing that shit in the Cumberland River and shit, bro. I'm like, God damn. You guys couldn't spend some budget to make the water look good or whatever the fuck, but it is what it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
I still got the anime, so you can't take that from me.
It's true.
And there's only one season of the anime, right?
Hey, you know what is good and doesn't get canceled? The Long Halloween. Part 1 and 2. Look.
Bloop, out.
Hey, he already knew, man.
Can appreciate a good wraparound. Well, that didn't sound right.
Pause. Not my America.
All right. So we'll be back with our two topics. Basically, it has to deal with Zoom and has to do with Jurassic Park or some chickens being created in Jurassic Park.
Hi.
So,
Dino DNA.
so we'll take a good lunch break and we'll be back.
Okay.
Lunch break. 30 minutes, bro.
Hey, I don't know, man. You know how it goes. I might got used to shitter.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Be between 30 45 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, what she said.
yeah.
Yeah, what
All right,
she
we'll be back.
said.
How'd you get in here? All right, all right, we'll be back.
All right. We'll be right back.
What's up, guys? Go blue! Go blue! Go blue! Go blue! Baby, baby!
Hey, shout out to Stream Beats, man. Stream Beats got all this copyright free music you can put on streams. Just dope. Though, man, during the Game Awards, there was another copyright free music company was actually promoting their shit too. I'm gonna have to watch the on demand footage of the Game Awards to get that company name, man, because that has some decent beats in there. Donda.
8-hour free Amazon Prime concert. 4 hours of it was going Donda.
Did you watch it?
I tried. But I was like, this is ridiculous.
I can so I already
I found out like none of the proceeds from the clothing even went to charity. I was like, oh fuck.
For real?
Yeah.
For real? Oh.
Just the proceeds from the ticket sales and shit went to charity, but none of the clothing Balenciaga was selling was going to charity at all. Like, it's fucking stupid.
I'll take some D.
He fell asleep, cuz. We're gonna have to fly solo.
Bro, that storm was fucking bananas, dog. That shit was. I've seen some bad storms before, dog.
It was like living in somebody's bowel that has IBS.
This shit was crazy, cuz I've never seen no shit like this. This shit was like the rain. I've seen rain go sideways, but I never seen where the rain was so bad I couldn't see like in front of you. You know what I mean?
Couldn't see the front of you. You could only see behind. That's called purple rain.
Oh!
Purple rain. Purple rain.
Bro, that shit knocked down some trees over here too in front of my house. But if it wasn't because like I got like a little tree line that kind of that separates my crib from the main road and shit. I think if it wasn't for that tree line, man, I know we would have got hit with those winds for real. But that shit was bad, dog. It felt like the Juggernaut was outside my house, like shaking my damn crib, bro.
Vinny Jones out there in the Juggernaut outfit. Open the fucking door.
Dressed up like a leather daddy.
Leather daddy. Chupapi. All right, guys. And we're back.
Damn, I didn't tell you to come back. Let's go.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Damn, you ass.
Hey, man, we live.
Hey, man.
I see you over here just fucking like you sitting on a leather daddy.
He got shit to do, man. He got shit to do.
What you was over there like he was sitting on a leather daddy. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was.
Let's get on to our next topic, man. Basically, the CEO of digital mortgage company Better.com laid off over 900 employees before Christmas.
Damn.
Yeah, and it went viral. So
of course it did.
Yeah, so he took effective leave immediately. And
who, the CEO did or they did?
No, he did.
Oh, okay.
The CEO did. And his basically, I guess it's like his assistant said, the memo said that it was very regrettable events over the last week. Right. So I guess he had bad feelings about laying off all these employees on a scheduled 3-minute group Zoom call. And he told them I come to you with not great news, saying they had to lay them off. And this was posted on TikTok.
Hey, bro, right before Christmas, too. That's cold.
I mean, between like October and the end of the year, that's usually when companies actually do drop an axe on motherfucker. Like that shit happened to me when I used to work at a very large telecom communication company. That shit happened to me, like and that shit happened right before Thanksgiving, and I was with that company for like 6-7 years and shit.
You're
You know what
like,
I
man, I
mean?
don't even want to watch football games now. Fuck cable.
I mean, it's like the only good thing for me was that I had a severance package. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if these people had a severance package because they're a startup, but the fact that you gonna do that on a Zoom call, bro. Like you talking about breaking up with a motherfucker on the text message. Imagine doing that shit on the Zoom call. It sucks,
Gangster.
man. That company is like the asshole of the year for that move.
Also, a day before the layoffs, the company received a $750 million
Mm-hmm.
cash infusion from its
Yep.
backers.
Now, like when I heard that too, I was like, y'all, okay, you got more money, and then you still had to lay people off. It shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I know the amount of money that they had
If they're needing money,
probably
they're
wouldn't
gonna
have been
need.
enough. It probably wouldn't have been enough to keep them on, but at least keep them on for enough time to give them a heads up so they can kind of cushion the fall. You know what I'm saying? Start looking for another place to go to. You know what I'm saying?
But we don't
To
know the
use your talents.
situation there, though. There could have been rumors that they were about to get fired for months. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You
That's true
know,
too, but
it'd be like, hey, well, we're getting a bailout basically right now. We in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Maybe people were prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they were
Damn.
recording
I
the
don't
Zoom
think so.
calls.
From what I was reading on Twitter, bro, these motherfuckers weren't prepared for that shit, dog. They found out the moment they were invited to that Zoom call, because only the people that got laid off were the people invited to the Zoom call, and that's when they found out that the shit was happening. Like for me, when I was getting laid off, we knew about a restructure happening at the company, and we heard about departments that already had got let go. So we were already prepared. Like I was already putting out applications, you know what I'm saying, just in case. And I'm glad that I did, because when I did get let go, I actually got to chill out at the crib for about like 2 weeks paid, because I had my severance package before I actually had to start my next job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you're in a company, yeah, you will hear the rumblings of like shit going on. But from what it sounds like for these dudes, I don't think they really knew that it was going to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? It's on a Zoom call of all things.
Mm.
So fuck Zoom.
I think they probably had at least good severance packages. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
We'll
I
never
mean,
know.
you never know, dog. It's a startup, man. So a lot of startups, I don't think they even have they can even offer that kind of shit, because they're starting up as a new company and shit. And
that's true.
it's the startups, working at a startup it's rewarding. You know what I'm saying, career wise, but it's also kind of risky because of the shit that can kind of go sideways. But I hope that these people are able to like bring their talents elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because they're working in the tech sector. I mean, I know they got to be getting paid. Then say, look, we just laid him off on the Zoom call. So it sucks, man. I hope that they're able to get back on their feet. You know what I'm saying? So
And the great thing about it, man, this fool left. We finna get to a topic that he wanted to talk
that he
about.
want to talk about. That's what I'm saying.
This was a big deal to him. So let's get on to our next topic.
All right.
Basically, chicken being mixed with dinosaurs. This is coming out of the Earthly mission. In a groundbreaking experiment, scientists have transformed chicken embryos to give them a snout and similar configuration to that of small dinosaurs like Velociraptor. The team did not set out to create a dino chicken per se, said the lead authors of the evolution, Bart Onion Bullier of Yale University and New Haven, Arcade, Harvard University, and Cambridge. Originally wanted to understand how the bird beak, a very vital part of bird anatomy that has been crucial for their success, evolved. So, it's an embryo with a bird and a
Yeah.
dinosaur.
And I saw the pictures. You know what I'm saying? That shit it had a snout. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. I text Skrill. I was like, "Yo, where'd you go? We're on the last topic." He's like, "The government trying to stop me." So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Good luck. Good luck. But like they were showing pictures of the embryos, of the skulls of the embryos that they were incubating, and that motherfucking chicken had a snout on it, bro. It's like it, and they compared it to a regular chicken and crocodile embryos, and it had a rounded tip, like the beak was gone. There was no beak anymore. It was actually like a snout. I don't think there was teeth on the snout, from what I can see. But it's weird ass science, man. Like I said before, man, science is weird as shit.
Science is weird and the
And
government's weird for trying to stop me from telling about aliens, cuz some bullshit.
Oh,
All of a sudden my shit was like, nope. Started
so,
talking shit about internet companies and then boom, shit cuts out.
hey, that's what I'm saying. They
oh,
got their
talk about
ways.
that topic, man. This is what you want to talk about,
The
dog.
chicken.
What's your thought
The
on this?
dino chicken, bro. I mean, hey man, the Flintstones were onto something back in the day, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There are gonna be dino chickens, there's gonna be Brontosaurus burgers soon. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like
Ooh,
it's gonna be high class DNA, dino DNA infused foods. You know what I'm
Dino
saying?
DNA.
You know, instead of having Wagyu beef, you got Wackosaurus beef. You know what I'm saying? Is
Whack-a-saurus.
he? It's like, yeah, man. I
I
need
mean,
a
it's,
T-Rex T-bone, cuz. Give me that big ass T-bone,
oh,
cuz.
I don't know how. I actually would like to see it happen. Like, go ahead and full term, like hatch out a dino chicken. I want to see what that would look
Has
like. You know
anyone
what I
ever
mean?
ate an iguana or anything like that before? Lizard? Any kind of
no.
lizard or
I
reptile?
mean, I've eaten alligator before.
That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling
Yeah,
that's what real dinosaurs would probably taste like,
yeah.
though, which is trying to be like, good.
It kind of has a fishy taste to it, but
Yeah.
I don't think a dinosaur will probably taste like that. I think a dinosaur probably tastes
Some
like
rough meat, dog.
like a Popeye's chicken. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be
Oh, man,
good,
don't
bro.
go
Hey,
there,
I bet
dog.
you a T.
If you want to eat a
Hey,
dinosaur, man, go to Church's Chicken, man. They got the
that's
biggest
right.
fucking chicken legs you ever
That's right.
seen, dude.
Eating a
Go to
T-Rex.
Church's.
This tastes
Shout
like
out to
years of
Church's.
not being able to reach shit. That's what this tastes like.
Hey,
Shout out to Church's, man. They already got the dinosaur chickens over there, dog. Big ass piece of
yeah,
chicken.
man. Them thighs look like breast, dog.
Dude, I've never seen chicken that big too. Like the first time I moved to Tennessee, like and that when the movie was like to come here for like when my dad was going on his naval cruise and all that shit, and I had to come here for my 4th grade year, and I went to my aunt took us to Church's Chicken, bro, and goddamn, that chicken was huge. That
I
chicken breast was
know.
about as big as my head, bro, and I got a big ass head. That
That
shit
new
was like
bacon, that new bacon sandwich they got is good as shit.
I don't even know. I don't even think we had a Church's Chicken anymore.
I don't know
Do we
what
have
happened to
Church's?
churches in Tennessee.
Bro, I
Got
don't know what
shut
happened.
down, cuz.
Yeah, all that clone dinosaur meat they using, but just
Yeah, you know they coming
The
out that new
albatross.
Jurassic World. That
yeah,
new
the
Jurassic
Dominion.
World coming out. So can you see us having our own Jurassic Park in the future?
I can
Absolutely,
kind of
because
see it.
people are dumb enough not to pay attention to movies.
Well, I mean, like the science behind it is we're not going to be able to create 1-to-1 scale
Yeah.
fucking brontosauruses and all that kind of shit or T Rexes. I think we're going to see some rundown ass fucking some state fair level kind of shit. Like you're going to see a fucking chicken, but it's going to look like a dinosaur. That's going to be the closest thing we're going to see. Or like one of our previous stories was cloning a woolly mammoth and shit. So we're going to see a fucking a hybrid woolly mammoth that has DNA from the woolly mammoth plus like an African elephant. So it's gonna be a fucking looks like like a woolly mammoth with lupus and shit. It's gonna look fucked up. It's not gonna be like what we're thinking in our heads like when we were kids and all that shit. It's gonna be some watered down ass shit.
Yeah.
But I want to see that shit happen. I want to see them hatch one of these eggs to turn. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see what harm can be done doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ethically, because I mean you're not gonna eat it. You're going to want to study it and see how long can it last. In that article, they did say that they believe that if they did hatch those eggs out, that those the chicken dinosaurs would have survived on their own. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be dope,
Yeah,
bro.
I
I
mean,
want to see that.
that's dude. Like I'm just trying to like. I don't know. It's funny because the world. Everybody keeps talking about how the world is might be coming to an end again,
Mm.
and the irony of the
When they say
situation.
that, dog. When they say that,
Well, we
dog.
with global warming and everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? The irony of the situation would be if people start bringing dinosaurs back before that all happens, and all of a sudden they're the only ones left. You know what I'm saying? Again, when they were the ones that were here before us. I mean, that'd be ironically funny. But it
I
would.
can kind of see what he's saying because if we having fucking tornadoes in the winter in December, bro, yeah, we could be seeing the end of the world coming pretty soon. Bro, this is
Dang.
the warmest. This is the warmest winter I've been in. No, this is the second warmest winter I've been in, bro, in Tennessee, bro. Normally around this time it's cold as shit, and I gotta get a fucking jacket for my jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and now you're having tornadoes and shit in Illinois every
And
other month.
Tennessee got mild ass. It's mild ass cold, but I'm such a fucking tropical based dude. You know what I'm saying? I gotta if the AC goes to 60, I'm freezing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If and here it's warm as hell, bro. I've been walking around. This was a couple of days. I've been walking around just like a t-shirt and
and a
goddamn
t-shirt and
sweatpants.
g-strings walking around.
I don't know what you doing in San Antonio, dog, but
Hey man, I got to work on my tan. I got to work on my tan. You know what I'm saying? It's pale, bro. Look at this. This white walls right here.
hey,
Is this the
you got
wall or
the
my
time.
arm right here? Is this the
You put
wall
you.
or is it my arm? Is it the wall or is it my arm? You see what I'm saying? Like it's
Actually,
can't
you say
tell,
sun's
bro.
out, buns out, bro.
That's
That's what you
right.
doing?
Sun's
All right.
out, bums out, banana hammocks and all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm for real, man. Like I do think dinosaurs are gonna like people don't learn. Like you know what I'm saying? Like people already going the Terminator route when it comes to robotics and shit. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
pays attention to those movies and the warnings they put out with those. And you know what is it? Elon Musk even said eventually one day there could be a Skynet situation like that. And Elon Musk is pretty good at predicting shit
Mm.
so far. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to me. Like they're even going the route of trying to clone dinosaurs into actual animals. To me,
I mean, like
is
this.
just leave shit dead.
There's actually
Oh, I
there
think that'd
have
be
been
cool and interesting, dog. I ain't even
there
lie.
have been
I think
instances
it'd be
there
cool
are
and
instances
interesting.
of extinct animals that actually came back from
Hmm.
extinction. You know what I'm saying?
How the hell does that happen?
They're thinking it's like mutations within that species of animal. They kind of they call it like a Lazarus or something. I was looking it up when you were talking about it. I was looking
Lazarus
it up.
effect. Yeah,
It's like there's one that's called the ivory-billed woodpecker. It was considered extinct, and all of a sudden that motherfucker's back. You know what I'm saying?
it's like
And there's I know
wolverines
there's
in
like a little
Michigan were considered extinct for a while. Now they've been spotting them in there again.
so
Mm.
it's like nature's scary. You know what I'm saying? And with us playing with nature, I mean, we could be on a fast track to
Don't
some
play with
bad time,
nature, else you're gonna get burned. You're gonna have the T-Rex
right?
running across your damn
All right,
drive-in
but
theater, just like that commercial.
it's all right. Say they go forward with this because they already cloned sheep. They've cloned animals. Like I think
They've cloned humans.
one movie star. I'm pretty sure they have, but then one movie star even cloned her dog. Was it Barbara Streisand or some shit? Cloned her dog or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Her dog died, and she paid money
Let
to
me
get her
clone my
dog.
dog.
She cloned her dog and shit. So
Let me clone her.
if they went forward and said, you know, let's go ahead and give these chickens some dinosaur snouts and shit.
Yeah. And all of a sudden they got Velociraptor, you know.
Would you eat that? Would you eat that dino chicken? Like if Wingstop was like, yo, we got these lemon pepper dino legs.
Smother that
Would
shit in
you
hot sauce.
would you buy the 3-piece snack, bro, and go and get that?
I ain't gonna lie, I'll try
You
I
try it.
would too if it's on that new orange Szechuan sauce they got. Shit.
it.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go. Get on it,
You
Rick
get
Ross. We need that.
huh?
You wanted talking to him when moving in the gym.
Huh?
Huh. So
Huh?
yeah, I know me personally, I'll be fucking with some dino chicken legs just
Bro.
cause.
You think
Why
you
not?
like flats or drums?
Drums.
Drums.
I don't like
Okay.
flats. I don't like flats,
Who
dog.
picked flats?
Flats are
Who?
so easy to eat when you actually know when to eat them, though.
I
How
know
to
how to
eat
eat
them.
flats. It's just I don't want to deal with flats though. You know, so you got to have the extra bone, bro, just to get the drum, bro.
All you gotta do is you hold it from the one end, man. Push all the meat down. All it comes on at once,
Man,
bro.
I want to see you do that, dog. I tried it. It don't
It's
work
easy.
right when I do it, dog.
Easy peasy, bro.
He be eating flesh like how a cat eats a fish on the cartoon and shit. Just
That's right. Like that lady in the Starburst commercial. But it's like, how the fuck? Like,
I ain't see that commercial.
I like the taste of flats a little better than drums, I guess.
So, if what prehistoric animal would you want them to bring back on this kind of level?
T-Rex.
T-Rex. I would want to see what a fucking what's that shit? There was a not the saber-tooth tiger, but it was like the wolf before the wolf. You know what I'm saying? The dire wolf or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
I want to see that kind of shit.
You know what I like them to bring back? Estes ancestors, the brontosauruses, cuz. Yeah. I see a bunch of little foot running around with Estes.
Hey, wow, man. I knew he was gonna say that.
I knew he was gonna say it.
I knew he was gonna say that. He was smiling.
He had that smile on his face. I was like, he about to say fucking
yeah.
He was smiling, smirking. I already knew, dog. Wow, man.
I get me a Brontosaurus burger, making a little foot.
You know what? Hey. Real talk. I would want to take like ever since I was a kid, I used to watch like the Flintstones, and they brought that big ass rib, the Bronto rib. I always wanted to eat that when I was a kid. Like I want a rib so big.
Should have won a woolly mammoth rib right now. How much for one woolly mammoth rib?
I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want it from what they get now, because what they get now is gonna be a fucking woolly mammoth with patches on it and shit. It's gonna look like Esther's fucking neckline and shit, bro.
It's gonna look like an old man that got the
it's gonna look like the top of my head if I let my hair grow out, bro. It's gonna be patches, bro. It's just no, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You want to
look like an old man with the prednisone spots. You know what I'm saying? Got like little cheetah spots on their arms.
Start small and get the Dino chickens. The Dino chickens they're going to be able to get that knocked out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're not cloning, they're just messing with the gene. You know what I'm saying? The beak gene. So go ahead and just knock those out. But bigger shit, like you want to get woolly mammoth legs and ribs and shit. Eat woolly mammoth knuckles or whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't do when they first bring them shits out. Just like when you get the first model of a car, the first year, they have all kinds of problems. Don't do it.
Start turning into a caveman.
Just wait for the second year.
Sleep circle.
That's just like, I don't like y'all talking about my neck and my
hey, but I don't like y'all making fun of my motherfucking my Brontosaurus back in the day, cuz hey, family tree run long, cuz.
Bro, hey, when we worked together, when Scribs used to yell out Littlefoot, I was like, who the fuck is he talking to? Who is he doing that? And he was like, don't he look like Littlefoot cuz? I was like, what are you talking? I said, oh shit. Then I saw it. I was like, I'm gonna walk away from you, dog. Because
wow, dog. I'm saying that all the time, man.
Good old teenage group, cuz.
But he be on the manufacturer line, just yelling, "Got a little foot!" Like, oh shit, here we go.
Everybody still laughs about that.
Wow, dog.
Now bring us home, dog.
Hey, we're on our final notes, man. Last notes. Go ahead. Start off, Scripps.
I'd like to give an RIP to the Cowboy season once they lose to the Deadskins this weekend. It's only going to go downhill from there. Let's see. I'll give a shout out to all the people. Thoughts and prayers for everybody that lost family members with the tornadoes that happened in Kentucky and everywhere. It's just a sad situation. And honestly, I think the weather's just going to keep getting more and more crazy every year. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much. It's like 30 degrees here today in Texas. It's just weird, bro. Like it's just like, and yet it's like 80 in Tennessee right now, right? Like it's
warm.
It's warm. He's like in
It's like
shorts and a Goody shirt. It's warm, bro. Like it's damn near
it's
Christmas.
60, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, you know, again, appreciative of everybody that listens to us. And you know, you can follow us on all platforms. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Yeah. Again, on the piggyback on what Skrills was saying, man. Thoughts and prayers out to people in Kentucky, Illinois, everybody who was affected from the storms last night. I hope you guys get back on your feet, get this shit turned around because the shit sucks. As a homeowner now, I understand, and I was fucking scared of shit last night too. I want to give a RIP to Juicy Smollier, his career, because he was found guilty on 5 counts of being a
That's fine.
jackass in
His
Chicago.
sister was much more talented anyway. You know.
Oh yeah. And if you guys want to hear more from us, man, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at The Unintelligent Graduates. Drop us a line, give us some feedback on at the Unintel Grad. As you can see on my ticker, I didn't even change the ticker. We'll be right back the whole goddamn time we've been talking and shit.
We always been back. We're back to the future.
So, and if you want to kick it with me, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Xbox at Black Pino J. Again, salam out to everybody who's tuning in because there's millions of podcasts out there, and you guys are taking you're taking time out of your day to kick it with us, and we really appreciate it because your time is valuable. And that's all I got.
All right. You can follow me, Sir Estras, on all platforms. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, The Unintelligent Graduates, Twitter, The Unintel Grads. And we're also on YouTube. Make sure you share us, tell the world about us. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, make sure you give us 5 stars. We're gladly accepted and thank you. RIP to Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah.
A Broncos receiver.
DT.
And I have a quote here by Theodore Roosevelt. Believe you can and you're halfway there. So always stick with it. Anything's possible. And always remember, you do not need no 4-year degree to be a graduate. As long as you are bettering yourself every day, just know you're becoming a graduate. And yeah, you might say these 3 brothers is unintelligent, but you need to come to realization that this is our show and we're the Unintelligent Graduates. And we're out. Peace.
Peace.